Ceremonies speech. And I went to Gianna and said, I don't know who she is, but I have to have her. I heard she's amazing. I heard a little bit of her story, and it really moved me. So she tracked her down through her fellow ACS staff, and she and a crew came down today from Hollister just to speak. So I know you're going to enjoy it. I'm really excited.
When faced with tragedy, I'm sure that many will agree that one small three-letter word tends to come up. Why? Why me? Why did the unimaginable have to happen? It has been over 4 years since my mother passed away from leukemia, and I still find myself asking that very question. But it is that very question that led me to the journey of a lifetime. C.S. Lewis said, "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for extraordinary adventure." I wish I could have trademarked that quote myself, because that's exactly how I would describe the recent events in my life. When my mom passed away, my whole life turned upside down, and it took a long time for me to feel happy and find a new normal. Even though I was healing, I still couldn't help asking why. I couldn't accept the fact that these things just happen and that cancer is a horrible disease. I wanted to take matters into my own hands. Even though I have supported Relay for Life in the American Cancer Society for many years, and now with a team for my mom, it wasn't enough. I wanted to be a direct part of the cause. I needed to find an answer to that why. Somewhere along the way, while researching leukemia, I came across the Be the Match Registry, aka the National Bone Marrow Donor Program. After looking through their website for a few minutes, I was determined. When I turned 18, I was going to be a registered bone marrow donor. I talked to some people about it, and many were concerned I was making such a decision. You know it hurts, right? It feels like a horse kicked you for a week. But to me, I look at it like this. By donating bone marrow, I would probably go through a few days of pain. Cancer patients go through months, even years of battle. So what's a few days of pain to someone whose life is on the line? My mom passed away about 12 hours after her initial diagnosis. She had no chance of living. Who am I to not try and give someone else their chance? Most registered donors go their whole lives without getting a call saying that they could be a possible match for a patient with a life-threatening blood disease. Yet, I donated bone marrow to a complete stranger 8 months after I signed up for the registry. What many people don't know is that most donations are not done surgically anymore. I was able to do a peripheral blood stem cell donation. I was given drug injections to boost my stem cell count for 4 days in the comfort of my own home. My stem cells were collected on the 5th day, and it took about 7 hours to complete the process. It was kind of like donating blood at a blood drive, but it's a lot longer and more precise. And no, it didn't feel like a horse kicked me. The collection was sent off and transfused to my donor the next day. So with 5 days of drug injections that gave me flu-like side effects and minor muscle and bone aches, and 7 hours in the hospital, I was able to give someone a second chance at life. I'm like most people. I hate hospitals, and even now I still flinch when I get a blood test. But that didn't stop me. Out of all the donors in the nation, I was the one who matched her. To be a direct part of someone else's life like that is the most empowering feeling imaginable. So while all this was happening, someone else in my life was going a different direction on the same street. A couple weeks after I was told I was a match to my recipient, my good friend Katie Thompson was diagnosed with leukemia. I was devastated that this disease had closely affected someone else in my life. It was later determined that she would also need a bone marrow transplant. Luckily, her sister was a match for her, and their donation day was a month after mine. It bewilders me the way our lives have paralleled, but it has made us a huge support system for each other. So now she has been in remission for over a year and hasn't needed a blood transfusion in 2 months. She is living proof to me that miracles do happen and bone marrow transplants are life-changing. If even one person goes home today and signs up for the Be the Match registry at bethematch.org, I know I have done my job. A lot of people are scared to sign up or don't even know to do it. I'm here today to tell you that you can do it. People make it sound like it's a lot scarier than it really is. I can speak from experience and say that it's not that bad. In fact, it's inspiring. Not only that, but the staff with Be the Match go above and beyond to take care of their donors. I didn't have to pay for a cent from the pre-donation physical exam to gas money to go to the hospital. They take care of you, since you're the one saving a life and everything. Although I still don't know the answer to my why, I am comforted, because even though I couldn't save my mom, I might have saved someone else's. And that gives me my purpose in life, to inspire others to sign up and try and do the very same thing. You don't need to experience tragedy to sign up. You don't need to be a hero. You can just do it, because you have the power to make a difference, and you have the power to save a life. Thank you.